everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. This is Madden 18 on EA Sports. We're across the pond in England this week, and two teams are hoping to show off for an international audience. It's the Colts going up against the Bulldogs. With that, let's hand it over to Brandon Gotton and Charles Davis. They've got the call of this Week 12 matchup.
All right, Larry, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Indianapolis Colts and the London Bulldogs. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Charles, you look at the Londoners as they get ready here. They've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row.
And how about that defense last week? They pitched a shutout, and it's really more like a no-hitter because they absolutely dominated that game from the opening whistle.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Colts, they've certainly found their groove of late, winners of 5 in a row.
And I think the sky's the limit for this team. They're playing the best football that they've played in a long time.
The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. That's fielded in. They go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by their quarterback, a national championship winner as an Ohio State Buckeye. It's Cardale Jones.
And while his frame may imitate a defensive lineman now playing quarterback, don't get fooled at all, because when you see him throw the football, you know exactly why he's playing the position. Wide receivers love playing with this guy because he gives them a chance to go deep and catch the ball.
Here we go. Now a play fake. And the return will stop right around the 25.
Well, partner, that was not a good omen right there. The very first play from scrimmage, you just want to give yourself a nice, simple throw and hopefully get yourself into a rhythm. That is the last thing you're expecting. And now you put your defense in a tough spot right from the word go.
Here we go now. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. The numbers for Zeke from last week. 18 carries, 103 in the yardage department.
And even though it's a short week, running backs love when they're in a groove, and that's exactly where he is right now. He's hoping to feast a little bit more here on Thanksgiving.
On second down, Elliott. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Rush coming, and he's taken down. A few issues here on the offensive line, apparently. He got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the first quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try and apply them in this game to see if they fixed what was wrong with them in the last game.
So after the pick, they can't capitalize for 6, but they do get 3.
And I know in this situation, most of us wanted to focus on the offense. You know what side of the ball I played on. Let's give that defense a lot of credit, taking it over in a sudden change situation and shutting them down.
There he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell it, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
7 yards to go on second down. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run.
Here we go.
To throw on second down, Jones. He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5. On second down, Cook. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. Kind of running there at your own risk against that 4-3 and that big line, aren't you?
Yeah, and I don't really run it against a good 4-3 team that well because I've got to get those guys on the move a little bit. If you're a static running team, meaning you just want to run it in the middle, you may have some trouble against good defensive tackles. That's what we just saw on that play. No gain.
From the gun on third down, Jones. And this is caught by Watkins.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Oh, they stopped him shy of the marker, thought they were bringing up fourth down, and then that penalty.
Let's face it, they thought they had bent, but could absorb that, right? Instead, they broke as a result of their own penalty.
They go play action here on first down. This is caught. Watkins. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
There are the numbers for Cook from a week ago. 18 carries, 87 yards.
And even though it's a short week, running backs love when they're in a groove, and that's exactly where he is right now. He's hoping to feast a little bit more here on Thanksgiving.
Second and goal from the 7. They try again with Cook. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down.
On goal-to-goal runs, when you create lost yardage plays, the only way that happens is either called pressure or what I like to call straight-ahead pursuit. A great read, and they get to the backfield and make the play.
And that was a big chunk of yardage lost. Now Jones. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, but the net gain, 3 points.
And you're going to have drives like that in this league. Sometimes you just got to take the 3 and move on. Always better than nothing.
And nice work on the return as he'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them.
Here we go now. 3-19.
Back to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
A look at the numbers from last week for Miller. He was pretty prophetic. He said before that game, I want to get in the end zone often. He got there 3 times.
Yeah, it's one thing to catch a lot of footballs. That is important, but it's what you do after the catch that can make you great. And he had a great game last week.
The give is to Elliott. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And his guys are able to strike for 6.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
That time, a 6-play drive, and it culminates in a touchdown run by Ezekiel Elliott. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast, and a big sack. Here's Jones, looking to throw on 2nd down. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, a I'm not sure.
Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Colts in possession of the football to begin quarter number 2. They do, however, have a tough 3rd and long coming up. Now Jones, off the play fake. He's going to launch this. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Then it's Clinton Dix with a pick. Interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
And a great spot to start this drive from here.
Now let's go. 3-19.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And incomplete, he dropped it in the end zone. Second down here after the incomplete pass.
Here we go now. 3-19.
A give to Elliott. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Now let's go. 3-19. No. Check. Patriot.
They'll look to throw here. Oh, he almost had the rare interception. The big fella couldn't hang on, though. Incomplete.
A missed opportunity for an interception would have killed off a drive. They had a chance there to finish things off. Didn't get it done. I guess that's why a lot of those guys do not play offense.
And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. So they had great field position, but a 3-play drive that actually goes backwards, and then they kick the field goal.
And I think the key sequence in there, the key phrase you just gave us, a 3-play drive. Had the momentum, great field position, unable to move the football.
Daniels on the return. Jones and company heading back on the field. Interesting stat line right now. Technically, he's completed 4 passes, 2 to his team and then 2 to the wrong team.
It makes you wonder what he's seeing downfield because he has completed 2 passes to his own team, but the interceptions are troubling. Is he going through the wrong reads, the wrong progressions? Is he getting fooled by defenses? They've got to figure that out over on the sidelines, working on that Surface Pro to see what they see.
They start the drive with Cook, and he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
When you put together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
Again, it's Cook. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better. And he fires one that's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. He's at the 50, 30, 20, 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. So from one end zone all the way to the other. Talk about a turnaround.
And how about the excitement that play generates for his team? Not just the points on the board, but the momentum and taking it from coast to coast, end zone to end zone. What a tremendous play. Now get that man an oxygen tent.
That's your boy Old Mo. You said momentum, right?
Old Mo, I think he's kind of limping across at the end because of that distance, but he made it.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And let's gaze our attention on Ezekiel Elliott. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Back to throw now on first down. Going up top. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown! A big play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And his guys get the quick strike touchdown. And that was just a fly route. There was no stop. He just went.
Yeah, and it was beautiful to watch because you have to set it up as you go along. Everyone knows he's fast, so you play him for that. That's the number one thing you want to take away. But as you go through a game, sometimes you vary the speed in which you come off the line of scrimmage and maybe start a little bit slower, get him to stop his feet a little bit as a defensive back, and then explode and go, as we saw there.
Cardale Jones and company heading back on the field. Rough so far for him. That's the only way to describe it. He's thrown more completions to the other team than he has to his. 3 INTs thus far.
Love the description. Rough, rocky, shaky, all of those.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Come on, let's go.
Handoff comes to Cook. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. They get 5 yards on the run there. Still left staring at a 3rd and about 14.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Jones now throwing on 3rd and long. He's going to loft one deep, and that's caught inside the 35. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. It's a big conversion on 3rd for the Colts. 56 yards. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
Again with Cook, and there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. The Colts on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12.
Here we go.
Jones from the gun, he'll throw. Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And the kick by Gonzalez is good. And that will tighten this one up a bit. Now a one-score game at 20-13. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or two shorter than an extra point, so no problems converting there.
This one fielded at the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Now this offense about ready to take over again. They're starting to pull away with this one. Early on that first quarter, they didn't look so great offensively. What has changed?
Sometimes it's just a matter of doing what you plan to do better. Sometimes you just put that all together and you execute. Other times it's just a simple adjustment in your game plan, finding a spot that maybe was a little weaker than maybe you thought, and going to that. So many different things, so many different ways, but right now, you got to like what they're doing. They have put distance between themselves and their opponent.
Looking to add on here in the second quarter. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 45. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
They hit that crossing route really well. Excellent timing, puts it right on him, and he keeps running.
Yeah, turned it upfield for good yardage.
All right, here we go. Green, 39.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Try again with the arm here on 2nd down. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he is knocked down from the side. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. So the offense has it 1st and 10. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. My good friend Charles and I right back at you after this. First down carry by Elliott. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just heading straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Ezekiel Elliott, and it's 3rd down.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56. No. Check. Patriot.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
Has a pretty good throw on the curl route there. 3rd down, and they pick up a first.
Defense should be aware for that, right?
They should be aware, but it's so hard sometimes.
Yeah, it's not easy.
Because when they
and no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. He was superb a week ago. 3 sacks in that affair. Now 1 here in the second quarter.
Well, how about our conversations this week? With him, it was pretty simple. He said, I've got a few combinations I can try out they haven't seen yet. And on the flip side, they thought they had a plan to block him. Might need to come up with something else because he looks like he's getting loose now.
Punch, counter punch.
All right, here we go. Green, 39. Over. Okay, we got to get this stop here, D.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Derek Rivers in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs are going to lead to a 3rd and long.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
Completion left side to Miller. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
Defense.
Thought they were going to force a fourth down. Instead, P.I. gives them the first.
And that's frustrating because you think you've taken them really deep into the count, haven't you? Instead, you've got to start all over. That can really, really be demoralizing.
Here we go now. 3-19.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And this is caught at the 8. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal.
All right, now look at 56. All right, here we go. 56. 3-19. 3-19. Back 99 Philly. Here we go.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And it's caught. Touchdown.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. And the lead is up to 14. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And some big-time hitting going on there. He is knocked to the ground. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number one. So we have come to halftime in what's already a two-touchdown game, as we will send you back stateside to Orlando and say hello to Larry Ridley. He's got our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry?
Thanks, Brandon, and welcome to the EA Halftime Report. I'm Larry Ridley. Let's take a look back at the first half. The Bulldogs are happy to be in front right now and just want to play two more solid quarters. The Colts just want to come out after the half and claw their way back into the game. So here we go. Let's take a look at some of the highlights from the first half. Offense now with the shot after the pick. Here the defense will come up with the pick. Colts will take it back for the touchdown. The Colts now down by just 3. Now first and 10, Hicks is by himself here, and he's going to go 59 yards for the score. That takes the lead up to 10. Bulldogs with the ball, final seconds of the half. Pass will be completed to the sidelines, and it's caught for the score. That puts them on top by 14.
Okay, Larry, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is taken at the 3. And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Going up top for Miller. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And all the way in for the touchdown. A big play there with his 16th touchdown of the year. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Extra point try by Bailey. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. And they're able to get the connection on a long touchdown pass. And that's one of the easiest drive summaries you'll ever see. One play, touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he... simply taking a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Now Sammy Watkins and the rest of the offense getting set to go again. He's knocking on that door for a 100-yard game.
And what receiver doesn't want to be part of this entry club? Every receiver, when the game starts, wants to have 100 or more yards next to his name. It's a badge of honor, but it also shows that you're helping out your team.
And he has certainly been helping out his team so far. Going deep here for Watkins. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing...
Alright, there we go. Have to pause for station identification, you know. I had to get my mic on, so there you go. What's going on, Ken? You're first class player, you know what I'm saying? Doing that defensive work. You see that? That's what I'm talking about. Hell yeah. Here we go.
Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. Shift together here from the D-line. Back to the air on second down. Jones can't get away, and he's taken.
Oh, shit. Weak sauce defense. I don't know, dog. How many yards of rushing they got so far? How many sacks we got so far? I don't know, dog. Better yet, you better check that Cole Beasley. Don't hate on Cole. That boy got bars, son. Check him out. That boy got bangers on his CD. I'm like, damn. I'm not trying to be biased or anything. Oh, what the hell? Turn what? Man, whatever, man. Just keep it going. Whatever.
The Colts on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far.
Tell me to turn it off. Turn it on.
Here we go.
From the gun, Jones. Throwing for his running back. He's got him complete. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22.
Can't wait to play you, Jay. Can't wait to play you, dog. Yeah, man. We fully loaded now. We got all our guys. Hopefully we all healthy.
Immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever.
Oh man, come on, Blocks. Come on, Blocks. Who was that? That was, oh man, that was Reeves, huh? That was number 34.
Now this offense ready to head back.
All right, Z, come on, man. Let's run.
Touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time. See if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time.
Here we go.
No one gets behind
Again? Okay, but we're gonna run it anyway.
Not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
And he'll work this one up to about
Yeah, Zeke needs to get some yards.
9 yards, and it'll be second down.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and into the game situations about how much
It's no fun if I'm just. See, look at this again. Okay, all right.
You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
Get him.
Throwing right, and that's complete. Stretch that lead. You know, the man on our cover, John Madden, so synonymous with these Thanksgiving Day games. He was on TV for these from, I think, 81 to 01, giving out the Turkey Leg Award and Turducken he always talked about. Special when you got a guy going off like this. I think he's a good recipient of the Turkey Leg Award.
But he's definitely already worked on that leg. Is it possible he could end up getting the whole turkey?
Yeah, give him a thigh,
or the
too.
Whole turducken. And it's really great that you mentioned Coach Madden because everyone knows him from this. Everyone knows him from the Broncos.
Paying homage to Madden.
He won a Super Bowl as a head coach in Oakland.
Yep, he did indeed. But right now, we are watching maybe one of those turkey leg performances with his second touchdown there. And the Colts coming out now. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep
Okay, let's see what we're going to do.
Which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on offense. Get a couple of first downs. And hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And
yeah,
right side,
we saw you.
And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. We got you. We got you covered.
I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Okay, 2nd and 2. Come on.
Colts on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7.
Come on, Cheeto.
This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Come on, Cheeto.
They'll run it. Here's Cook.
Oh, look at that D, baby. Punt that shit.
Get him down at about the 40. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down.
Another down on the scoreboard with the urge to go for it.
He running on us, dude.
Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but
Oh,
I'm feeling it.
oh, gotta get away from it. That's effed up, dog. My guy just lost it in the air. Are you kidding me? Okay. Okay.
And now back out comes the offense. They were good last time.
Let's get out of this situation, and then we'll pass it out.
But they shouldn't be daunted by it. You work on this.
Come on, get that block. Oh, man, I couldn't go back to the inside. I tried.
They should be ready to go.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Let's go to the strong side. Nah, I don't think Zeke can do that. I don't like him going. What a sweep. Okay. Nah, we stay with him. We staying with him. We stay with him.
To the 10-yard line.
Okay, 35. Come on, Zeke.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball.
Come on, Zeke.
Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy.
Give it to him, Zeke. Come on, blocks. Let's go. Let's see what we see. All right, we got numbers. We got numbers. Come on. Oh no, Murray. Okay. We'll give it. Give it to him.
Well,
they're blocking.
Excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. And the Colts getting ready to go. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special.
Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. And the defense will get their hands on it. Going the other way.
Ooh, wait, hold up. It might not be a fumble, though. I can't count on that. Let's see. Oh, yeah, I don't know. I don't know. He was down right there. I don't know. Let's see.
This is something that's
practiced all the time. Taking the ball away, creating turnovers. That's really job one for any defense.
Oh, they're giving it to me. Okay. Well, good shit, defense.
They'll try and get the running game going with Elliott. To the 23-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
First play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Here we go now.
Again, it's Elliott.
Oh, ran into somebody.
They'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
So, Brandon, when this offense gathers together to watch tape in this game, they're going to be feeling pretty good about themselves until the coaches get upset about the play we just saw. But you know their defense is
no, I don't like the play action deal.
All game long. The defense is going to win one every now
okay.
and then.
3 yards left to grab here on 3rd down.
All right, Zeke, I'm looking for you.
He'll look to throw.
Oh, get him. Oh, that was my first option, but damn. Okay.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10.
Oh, I had him lined up. No. All right, come on.
The defense working their way back out now onto their home turf. And they forced the fumble last time. Now 4 turnovers for this defense. They've been darn good.
It's become a feeding frenzy, hasn't it? I mean, almost like the Sharks. When they descend upon their prey, that's what they've done this entire game. 4 takeaways.
That's your biggest run. I don't like that. 25 yards. Let's put that back.
I didn't get one. I'm doing something wrong. At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage just come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. We'll pick up another first down with that run.
Oh, yeah, let's get these carries up.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Second down, 8. This is Cook.
There we go. Get them carries up.
He's going nowhere again. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
They were stopped on that play. We've had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to them the rest of the game.
Come on, Rice. We need you. Get a quick start.
Here's Jones.
No. Okay, let's get off. He's coming over here. Damn it! Oh, yes. I knew it, baby. I knew that play was coming.
They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. And nobody in the stadium feels better than he does right now. Just a slew of touchdown passes. He's been spectacular.
And you and I both know this is a team game, one of the best team games that's out there. But right now, I've forgotten what the scoreboard even says. Just watching what he's doing.
Been fun.
Come on, let's go, baby. Let's go, baby.
10, and touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, an 80-yard touchdown. And this offense is running away with this one. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Here's Bailey now for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded about a yard deep. Pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the
Got juked out my socks.
Now the Colts offense gets ready to head back on the field. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is Just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down.
Hawking those side, hawking that sideline.
Jones operating from the gun. And he'll be brought
Hawking
down.
the sideline, baby.
To be the final play of this 3rd quarter.
Come on.
Welcome back.
You get 3 yards on that. It's fine.
And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair.
Let's go. Brad 38. Brad 38.
Jones now to throw on 3rd down. It's a short one here. Complete.
That's right. Come on.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check-down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get into that big frame and hope he could scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
This is taken at about the 14.
All right, I'll take it.
8 yards on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Ezekiel Elliott gets ready to go again here on offense as he shuffles onto the field. He's already hit pay dirt twice. He's up over 100 yards. He is feeling good.
And he's just zipping along today. Everything coming together for him. It's that type of a day that you see a back just don't have a grin on his face every time his number is called. Because he doesn't feel like there's going to be any lost yardage play. Nothing but big-time positive runs.
Making the sideline grin as well. So the offense now dealing with a 2nd and 7.
Here we go now. 3-19.
Looking to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. He'll look to throw. Oh, he's going backwards. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Fresh set of downs here.
All right, here we go. Green.
Now a give. This is Murray. And he'll get this up to about the 40. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Second down following the run.
Here we go now. Blue 90. We got 3. Blue 90. Check 83.
They go with Murray again. Looking to find
Wasn't quick enough to get that out.
At the line of scrimmage.
Okay.
He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps.
Oh, I was trying to turn it.
Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
Time running out here on the play clock. Meeting the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. It'll be a 2-yard gain. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. Offense walks to the line for play number 6 of the drive.
Woo, bless me. Push his way up to about the 44 here. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
On play action, they'll throw. Flushed out right. Throw left side complete. That's Hicks. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there at 22. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
They'll look to throw. Before he's brought down. Really nice pick.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
Play clock winding down. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. But they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
Let's go. 3-19.
Following the penalty, it's Murray. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 yards there, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
And the seemingly endless drive continues.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
Delay of game, offense.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5.
Still 2nd down.
And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning.
Let's go. 3-19.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. He'll drop to throw. His throw caught at about the 5. He gets into the end zone for the touchdown. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going
Exactly.
forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again. And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Jones on 1st and 10. And complete right side to Cook. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Jones. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Throwing Jones. And able to find Green. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. He's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. And here now the offense heading back out there. They have the big lead here late. They protected their home turf well, didn't they?
They certainly did, partner. And just think about how good that feels, because every team has a goal when they start the year to win at home. All right, and sometimes you don't win all of them, but they managed to get that done today. Just think about your routine stays the same. Everything's familiar. You feel right going into the game, and they translated that into a win.
They did indeed. They protected the home field, and now the final stages. That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to look deep down the field. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
That was 2nd down run for Murray. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 2nd down, a little more productive than 1st. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now. They're going to look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Maxwell. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Read it well, and it's picked. And that will write a finish to this ball game.
Yeah, and that's how it go. 420, how it go down. Let me smoke to that. That's that, fellas. So we're now 8-3. We're good. Alright, players. Till next time.